Hey guys, welcome back to Dirk Has Horrible Timing and gets way too distracted making his other video. Yeah, so I'm Dirk the Red Panda, and the game we are playing today is Tennis Ace. So, if you guys saw the last update, because this is June's route today, we're gonna be in for a ride. Like, very somber ride. Gotta take the headphones off, this is serious. I'm really actually worried for how this is gonna affect Nico, or if this is gonna be like a story about him either coming back or not being able to do his dream. Like, this is gonna be very interesting where this one goes. Like, I could see why Basket really liked doing this route in particular. He, like, loved it. If you saw his recent Twitter post, I'm not sure, not his Twitter post, but yeah, Twitter post that somebody made with him in June. Oh god. You guys will have to see it, but I can't post it here. I'll get flagged. But yeah, so that's kind of been the happenings of the June route, but the reason why I was late today was finishing up my video, my surprise video. It's actually a fan parody, I guess you can call it, of the Eurovision Song Contest. Kind of that format in that, you know, we basically had each participant select a song from their chosen country and, yeah, represent it, and then we have people vote on it. So yeah, you guys can watch that video. It's up on my channel if you go into my uploads and stuff. Yeah, it should be there, but yeah, I need to add the on-screen links for that, and yeah, I just ran way too late for that. Showered too because I was looking awful. Yes, how are you emotionally prepared? I mean, the thing is, I can't let it sink in. Otherwise, it's just gonna be really hard to keep going with this. Not continuing playing the game, but to read through it live. Oh, you changed your name. I didn't know that was your old name, Solo Angel. And hello, Angel Cool. So, before we start, might as well get ourselves a little funnies in before we start. Well, one of them is kind of funny, the other one is kind of related to this update and kind of tragic. So, the honorary meme of the week, I keep doing this, this is a thing, and holy crap, my lighting is garbage. Trying to turn it as much as I can. But yeah, my honorary meme of the week was a Twitter post that people just kept sharing in my Discord chat. I forgot the exact name of it. But yeah, credit to whoever made this one. Like, this is somebody posted on Twitter. I think I liked it and all that. The honorary meme of the week is this. When threatened, a red panda will try to escape by running up a rock or tree. If concerned, it will stand on its hind legs and extend its claws to appear larger and threatening. Larger and threatening. Larger and... Look at this guy. Guy's so adorable. It's funny when you look at my character, they're like, people think, oh, Dirk the Red Panda, just completely Red Panda. About half a year ago, I changed my Sona up a little bit, so now my Sona is a hybrid, so Red Panda and Mapache, or Raccoon, is the Spanish equivalent of that name. So, yeah, that's why I kind of have more of the triangular kind of slope out on the face fluff, I guess you could say, instead of it being more rounded like a red panda's. I still like the fur pattern I got, but I just wanted to kind of change up the facial features because I feel like I'm not cute enough to be a red panda structurally with my skeleton. Are you a furry like? I am a furry like. No worries. But now that we got the little funnies out of the way, we're gonna have to go into the more serious one, I guess. It's relatable to this update, but at the same time, it is going to be kind of a bummer. I'll do my best to put you down here, little red panda. But yeah, this meme of the week. It's way too relatable. Okay, online remove. Okay, the meme of the week. Me in real life when playing June's route. Save June or freeze. And then in the background you can kind of see low opacity. June stands frozen in place. Staring at the car. Oh my god. That's gonna give you guys some horrid flashbacks. Let's just put it down here in the corner so we can not think about it. Yes, let's save June. And I did save June when I finished the last update, but at the same time, it was at our expense. So, let's get into this. We got nothing to lose. Well, I shouldn't say that. I mean, Nico's got a lot to lose. Let's take a sip. Get into this bad boy. In this bad situation. Save June, he is so innocent. I did, Angelic. I saved him. Here we go. Wait. Wait, what? Are you serious? That is horrible. Basket, you are horrible. You are absolutely horrible for doing this. You're gonna make me replay this and hurt my fans another time. I am so sad. I put the warning there. Oh, it's buggy. Oh, okay. I thought you did this on purpose, like, even if you saved him, you have to replay it again once you update the game, like, just to torture us even more. I guess. Guess that's an accident, but just fast forward through day 26. Guys, we're gonna have to run through this. Tears in our eyes, push June out of the way again. Here we go. At least Basket is here to console me. Gotta get my fingers ready for this, because I do not want to see him get hurt. If he does, I'll never forgive myself. So. Wait. I guess we did save him? I guess they would just show that previous line and... Please tell me we don't have to re-save June again, go through that. Oh, it's June saying that. Nico-san. June-kun. Huh? Are you alright? You zoned out completely just now. Oh my god, we're going into the June perspective. Oh, this is gonna be so sad. And we have a hospital for this. Nope, it's bugged. It will fast forward halfway through the update. Okay. So I guess I have to load a save from day 25. Everything is buggy. Just do what I told you to do. Alright, Mom. Okay, let me just make sure I... Okay, I have a save from day 26. I have to reload. Please tell me this is day 25. Are you serious? Okay, This is from day 25. We're good. We're good. Oh my god, capture reviews. Haiti. Capture, this is serious moments. We are saving June's life again. Just making sure this is the right place to start. I will keep playing the piano. Well, I suppose there's nothing for me to do other than prepare myself for tomorrow. For good or for bad, that's the deadline I came to set for myself for a decision, but now I have to practice. Can't believe I'm about to say this, but I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. Things that aged well. Have a really good feeling about it. And hello, lied. I totally butchered your name there, but apologies. Here we go. I predicted you'd stream today. I stream every Friday. Your prediction's very, very certain. Anyway, let's keep going. Oh. Okay, this is what you're talking about, Basket. Like, are you not? Oh, all. Okay. Okay. Skip scene text. Alright, so here we go. I probably have driven Basket to the point of insanity trying to do this. This is probably like just tech support for him. Like, somebody calls him up about this. It's just like, my game's broken. Have you opened up the save? No. Did you rewind? No. Okay. Alright, so we gotta fast forward and pray we do the right thing. I'm going to kind of stop the fast forward once we get to the whole June heart problems thing, so I can properly save him and not have to go through this pain and torture again. Here we go. Time for a music. June is very nervous. He's got a heart attack. Not heart attack, but heart something. I'm going to save here. Just for now. There we go. This guy's heart condition. Despite best attempt at faking a smile, we are going to save here again, and now I'm going to take off the alt text skip and do this manually to be best prepared. Here we go. Here we go. June, stop. June, stop. Alright. June, stop. If you're feeling bad, we should get a taxi. No, don't walk. Don't you dare walk. Don't do this again. Every single time I refuse. Why do you have to always be like this? That's it. I'm going to look for the nearest taxi stop. No. Don't you fucking dare again. Glance up at the traffic light, seeing the countdown, letting me know that it'll turn red in just a few seconds. Now you even gave him a text. Are you freaking kidding me? That's what that asset was for? I came by, it seemed to get a few messages from Aki while my phone was set to silent on the orchestra. Decided to tap him a quick response. Didn't need to let Aki go home. Wait! For some reason, and without really knowing why, a deep sense of dread sets in. My entire body shakes and shivers. When I looked up, I widened in pure horror. A scene played out in front of my eyes unfolds almost as if in slow motion, unraveling itself like a slow picture frame. Wait, why is June? Almost mechanically, the tiger turns his head slowly, eyes falling upon the approaching headlights, his expression unreadable from where I stood. The sound of the tires screeching echoes loudly and cruelly in my ears, sharp and grating. It won't stop in time. No! Oh god. I almost missed it. Holy shit. June! Every nerve in my body has me running as fast as I can before my brain has time to catch up to what is happening. My hands collide against something soft while I fall to the ground, feeling my knees scraping against the asphalt. What? In that 1 second that seemed to last an eternity, my mind finally comprehends everything. The seconds almost stretch into what seems like minutes, and in that slowed down little frame, I see June's eyes widening at the sight of my body flying towards him. June, I hope I didn't hurt you even more when I pushed you. Please be alright, okay? Nico-san! It took a second for my consciousness to fully ebb. You're saving here. I don't want to lose that. God, my body felt as if I was floating in a warm pool, weightless, a loud, painful ringing echoing through my ears as the sounds of screams and stomping footsteps came closer and closer. And then, silence. Okay, this is what we were missing. Oh, this is gonna make me hurt even more. I see why I'm asking. Ever since I was little, I always felt like I was a little bit different from other kids. Oh, this is probably gonna be from June's perspective. I'm gonna try and do June's voice for this. Ever since I was little, I always felt like I was a little bit different from the other kids. My parents always worried about me way too much, panicking from the smallest things. It came to the point where I felt smothered. I hated being watched like that. Because of it, I taught myself how to fake a smile. That way, no matter what was happening, I could always calm the people around me down. They wouldn't worry about me. They wouldn't smother me. And I wouldn't have to worry about them in return. I always hated making people worry. Makes me feel guilty. Like it's somehow my fault that they're sad or upset. I got very good at it too. Even when my world came crashing down years ago. I was still able to keep that smile on my face. Even though it was absolutely fake. It managed to calm everyone down. It made things a little bit easier to bear. Even if I felt like I became a little bit broken after my diagnosis. I didn't have to look the part. I could pretend to be fine. To be happy. It was easy for me. It became a reflex. Even though things kept getting more and more miserable, I never let myself look like it. I made sure of it. Living a comfortable lie was easier than facing the truth that I was in pain. Until it wasn't. There was an incident. A day where it all became too much. And that's all it really took. One bad day. I was brought back home. They didn't trust me to be on my own anymore. I couldn't blame them. I had to start going to weekly appointments. Talk about my feelings. Take even more meds. Getting prodded over and over with questions even when I wanted it all to stop. All because I failed to look the part. I let them see something they shouldn't have. I let them see how broken I really was. and that's not something they would forget. Being forced to face that ugliness growing in my chest was too much. I felt like I was drowning somewhere without light. I just wanted to make it all stop no matter what. But I couldn't. Every time I thought of trying again, I remembered the look on my parents' faces when they saw me for the first time after that. I couldn't put them through that again. I let myself slip back into the role of a good son. I tried my best to play the part, even if they didn't buy it so much anymore. What stung the most was knowing I lost trust that I could never get back. But I kept trying my best. I worked hard on getting better. And after a while, little by little, it started to work. That terrible voice in the back of my head started getting quieter. The pain in my chest was easier to ignore. I didn't feel like hiding away my bed for the whole day anymore. It felt like doing things again for the first time in a long time. The first thing I tried after that was touching the piano again. Stroking the keys with the tip of my fingers felt like home. That was the first time in over a year I felt grateful to still be alive. And right around that time, a new year had started for me. My family believed I was doing well enough to go back to school and finish my education. Finish my education. More than anything, if I wanted to fulfill my goal of studying abroad, it was something I couldn't postpone anymore. I was allowed to play the piano again, and that meant I was also allowed to pursue that dream one more time. That's also when I started wearing long sleeves all the time. My parents didn't approve. They said I had nothing to hide. But I couldn't escape that shame. I didn't think it was that. I thought it was just a heart condition. I didn't want anyone to see my scars. I didn't want anyone to realize how broken I was. I didn't want to be pitied. Then, I met you. Play on words there. And everything around me started to change faster than it ever had before. I would still go to my appointments. I still had to take my meds. I still had to worry about my heart. Worry about worrying others. I still had to live a life full of worry. But you changed my life. I met new, amazing people, all thanks to you. You brought me into your world, took me in, and treated me like a friend. Thanks to you, I had friends. Thanks to you, I had a support network. I had people I could rely on who wouldn't pity me for how I was. I had people who liked keeping me around for me. Even through all the times I panicked, worrying about how I'd been seen if you all knew. You all gave me so much love and affection that I could feel like I belonged. It was nice. My world started gaining color again, very slowly at first. I was also confronted with sensations I hadn't felt in a long time. I turned into a little bit of a crybaby. Every time I got flustered or happy. The excitement racing through my brain was so foreign and overwhelming that it would easily bring me to tears. I wasn't used to being happy anymore. Realizing that for the first time was a hard pill to swallow. Yet, despite all that, I still couldn't bring myself to cry when I was sad. Sorry. All other feelings could easily bring me to tears, but sadness and emptiness, both of those were old friends. I was so used to having them around that I just couldn't cry because of it anymore. It was strange. It's not like my problems went away. It's not like everything was suddenly fixed. No matter what happens, this is something I'll deal with for the rest of my life. I'll never be fixed. I'll never be not broken. But it got easier. It got better. I could get better. And it was all thanks to all of you, the ones I am lucky to call my friends. And more than that, it was all thanks to you, Nico-san. This scene, oh god. You're special. You're special. You're not like anyone else I've ever met. You gave me so many firsts. New feelings I never felt before. Old feelings that you brought back. Both the good and the bad. I loved every second of it. I wanted so bad to tell you about me. To let you know that what I was going through. To let you understand. You were so desperate for it too. I could tell from the way you looked at me. I'm not stupid. Even if I might act like it. It's easier to pretend to be, since no one asks me too many uncomfortable questions. I can still tell what the people around me are thinking. But fear would get the best of me every single time I thought of it. What if you treated me differently because of it? There's no way things could be the same. You're the one person I never want to find out that I'm broken. I couldn't take it if you did. The little voice on the back of the little voice in the back of my head. It always seemed to disappear whenever you were around. Only to come back again as soon as you left. It whispered horrible things to me. Things I didn't want to hear. It would feed on my fears. On my anxieties. It would consistently remind me of how things would change if you knew. After all, how could they not? No matter how hard I try, I can't seem to get rid of it for good. I want so badly to, but it only seems to go away when I'm with you. I wonder why that is. I'm not sure myself. I'm not even sure of my own feelings. Where the hell's my tissues? I like you. That much I know already. But is it love? Or is it just a crush? I don't know. And not knowing makes me even angrier than anything. I hate the feeling of not knowing. Today, I finally felt the things starting to fall in place. You took me out. You made me feel wanted and accepted. Even after you found out about my feelings, you still tried your best to make me feel loved. That's why I keep saying that you're special. And that's why I can't forgive myself for putting you in this place. Oh, God. I want to cry. I wish I could cry. Yet not being able to. It makes me want to scream. You're in here because of me. And yet, I can't even shed a single tear. I never felt more guilty in my life. It's unforgivable. It's ugly. It's cruel. I hate it. Oh, God. I can't forgive you for being in a situation like this. For making me feel like this. Those feelings in my chest are so ugly that they make me want to claw my chest out. Anything to get them to stop. Stop it, Nico-san. Stop it. Nico-san isn't at fault. Don't say bad things about Nico-san. But more than anyone, the one I can't forgive is myself. For putting you in here, for being like this, for feeling all these horrible, selfish things. Whenever these thoughts come to me, there's a little part of me that can't help but wonder if I'm some kind of monster. I really am completely broken, aren't I? Excuse me, I'm looking for Nico Mishimaya. We got a call saying he got in an accident. That might be his mom! Or no, maybe it's his friend. Oh no, it might be Saya! Oh, they're talking to the front desk. Hold on, I need to get my tissues. I was using these for something else earlier. I haven't used a tissue for tears in... I don't know how long. Maybe 2 years? Maybe 3? Okay, I can see why Basket did not want me to skip that. That is probably the best written scene in this entire novel. And it is damn miserable. It's so tragic. Damn tragic. A high-pitched voice echoes down the hall, calling a familiar name that makes my ears twitch and breaks me out of my daydream. Huh? I'm going to save here. Oh no, that's load. Oh dear God, that was... Okay. My dad's on a call, I think. Oh well. Huh? How long have I been here? It's been an hour since I got cleared to come to the waiting room. Or, it's been an hour since I got cleared to come to the waiting room? Programmer, that's what I... Did you see that's what I named my save files? June baby. He really is June baby. What was I doing this whole time? Kobayashi-san? My ears twitch again, reminding me of the fact that someone called my attention in the first place. Oh my god! They redid Nico's mom, and holy shit, that is the worst one to come to. I am absolutely... Oh my god. I stop hugging my ears, looking up to see a small figure that reminds me so much of Nico-san that it immediately makes me hurt. And that's his mom, isn't it? Oh no. What should I do? I can't face them. They look so worried. Akiyoshi-san, or Akiyoshi-san? Mishimaya-san? I fight the urge to bury my face down on my knees again. I just want to disappear. Please. Jun-san? However, I hear Akiyoshi-san's voice, more high-pitched than ever, calling my name again. Oh no. They recognize me for sure. They're heading my way. Jun-san, what happened? Did Aniki... We got a call from the hospital saying he was in a car accident? Oh, wasn't he with you? What happened? Oh my god. I can't bring myself to say words. My throat opens and closes repeatedly, failing to emit anything but random choking noises. My eyes feel like they're burning, yet I can't seem to shed a single tear. I look away again, taking deep breaths. I need to calm down. Nico-san. Jun-san, are you alright? Wait. Your shirt is scratched up and torn at the sides. As soon as he says that, I reflexively reach for the spot on my elbow that I landed on when Nico pushed me away, trying to cover it up with the palm of my hand. Ow! I pull my hand away, feeling a sharp sting when I touch the scratched up area. At least it's not bleeding anymore. They insisted on checking me up when we got to the hospital, even though I only drove in with Nico-san in the ambulance to accompany him. If I told them about my condition flaring up, they'd have insisted on having me admitted, and I can't go through that right now. They still insisted on checking me up for a concussion and clearing up my bruises, but it didn't take more than a few minutes for me to get cleared. I feel when it's... or I fell when it happened. Oh, that's a lie. You mean when he pushed you out of the way? Don't lie to them. But just seeing the looks on their faces. I can't. What if they knew? They'd probably... God damn it. Are you okay? Was Nico... was he really... by a car? Oh my god. Now we're thinking about his dad with that one. Holy shit. This game is trying to freaking hurt me. I take a deep breath, not wanting to break into a fit of dry sobbing. it would probably look so fake, right? If I'm sobbing without tears, God, nobody would really believe me. But I can't help it. Ma'am. Oh, no, that's the nurse, sorry. Ma'am. Or, ma'am, please come with me. One of the nurses comes out of the nursing station, walking up to us, a kind smile on their face. Nico-san is still unconscious, but he's still not considered to be in risk. However, there are still a few things we'll need to discuss. The doctor will be able to tell you more if you come with me. Thank you. Come on, Aki, let's go. Akiyoshi-san turns around, looking at me while biting his lip. Mom, what about Jun-san? He's been here waiting all this time, too. My eyes go wide. I wasn't expecting him to throw the attention on me. Oh, right. Of course. I'm sorry I forgot. Kobayashi-kun, would you like to come with us? Oh, you must have been so worried this whole time, too. I'm sure Nico wouldn't want that. She's trying to be so nice to me. But what if they realize that this is all my fault? Still, I want to see Nico-san. Thank you. Mishimaya-san reaches towards me when I walk towards them, gently placing a hand on my head and softly rubbing her fingers behind my ear. So warm. We follow behind the nurse. She leads us down familiar corridors past the entrance area and the emergency room and into the elevator. Is Nico not... Mishimaya-san makes a gesture with her hand, pointing at the emergency room. The nurse smiles, shaking her head. He's been transferred to another department. What a relief. Akiyoshi-san grabs his mom's hand, squeezing it and looking up at her with a smile. His smile is just as strained as hers, but he's still trying to be encouraging. It's okay, Mom. And Nicky isn't. He's not. You know. The elevator stops, opening the doors to our destination. The elevator stops, opening the doors to our destination. As soon as I see the number on the wall, my stomach turns. Oh my god, is this gonna be some freaking, coincidence crap? Oh, fuck. Jun-san, are you alright? Your face just... Yeah, I'm fine. I just... don't like hospitals very much. Oh, I can understand that. The 5th floor. One of the two main inpatient wings in the hospital. And also a place I've gotten to know a little more than I'd like. Just being here is enough to make me feel trapped again. And I'm not even the patient. The nurse shoots me a look. She knows. And just knowing that she knows makes me even more nervous. I pray silently that she won't say anything. Instead, she looks forward again with a smile, leading us through the halls. A bunch of doors are laid out on both sides, with nothing but room numbers and names on them. We finally reach a specific one, with a polar bear in a white jacket already waiting in front of it. He's carrying a tablet in one hand, swiping through it, and not even noticing we've arrived until the nurse clears her throat.
Oh, I've been... I've been paged that you were on my way here. You're Nico-kun's family, I take it? I've got to say, it's not every day I treat such a well-known patient.
Yes, I'm his mother. Misaki Mishimaya. This is his little brother, Akiyoshi. And, well, Kobayashi-kun here is a friend of the family. The doctor raises an eyebrow at the last part, his eyes falling on me longer than I'd like.
Oh God, he knows.
He sure loves to do that a lot.
Good to know he's got such dedicated friends.
Doctor, how is Nico?
Yes, I was about to get to that. I have exams right here with me. In terms of injuries, he's suffered a mild concussion. We're keeping an eye on him to make sure his brain doesn't swell, but all seems fine at the moment.
Swells? The bear raises a hand in the air, gesturing slowly for her to calm down. A mild swell?
It's only a precaution. He's given no indication of going down that road. In fact, we believe he should wake up any moment now. There's no need for you to worry.
I see. I'm sorry. I have a bad experience with this. Mom. It's all right, sweetie. You don't need to worry about me. Let's focus on your brother, okay? Akiyoshi-kun nods, squeezing his mom's hand even tighter.
For the most part, Nico-kun was very lucky. He's in very good physical shape, and that, along with the speed of the vehicle, contributed to him suffering mostly scrapes and bruises. However...
For a second, the bear's face darkened, pulling up his tablet. Oh, no. He tapped on the screen a few times, turning it towards us.
There is one problem. When he got hit, his knee took the brunt of the impact, especially after getting dragged by the car. As you can see in this X-ray, the damage to his knee was extensive.
What do you mean? Is he going to lose his leg?
No. Nothing quite like that. But he did tear multiple ligaments. He will require surgery to repair the damage. And I assure you there is very little risk, but...
Will he still be able to walk? The doctor tries to force a smile, looking Mishimaya-san in the eye, nodding a few times and spreading his arms wide.
Yes, of course. The damage was disastrous in a sense, but not so severe that it would keep him from walking. He should be able to lead a perfectly normal life after recovery. But...
Mishimaya-san swallows loudly, staring at the bear with eyes full of expectation, holding a tense silence for quite a few seconds. Finally, the doctor looks away, sighing. He puts both of his hands together, touching the tips of his fingers in sort of a triangle shape and tapping them over and over again,
His eyes soften as he swallows again, showing the first sign of real emotion since he first started talking to us.
Realistically, the best case scenario is that he'll need several months of physical therapy before recovering. And even then, the range of motion in his knee will be somewhat reduced, not to mention how it'll be much more fragile.
Fuck! It happened. It happened.
He wouldn't be able to play tennis anymore.
God damn it, I knew this was gonna happen when he got hit by the car. Oh, this hurts too damn much.
Huh? Did I hear that right? Nico-san, won't he...
That can't be right. There's gotta be something you can do.
Akiyoshi-kun speaks up for the first, stepping forward with bloodshot eyes.
What will Nicky do if he can't play anymore?
I'm truly sorry.
But, doctor, I can't have something like that done to him like that. He'd be destroyed.
That's actually not your decision to make, ma'am. Due to his age and the fact that this isn't an emergency surgery, we're actually required to wait for him to wake up so we can get his consent.
You tell him about this as soon as he wakes up, okay?
The bear nods.
Ideally, we should be able to clear him for surgery tomorrow morning. However, if he still needs more time to think, it can be pushed back to the evening. Still, he's the one that needs to make the decision.
Oh god, June, that is frightening.
No way! Nico-san won't be able to play anymore. But he... Tennis is everything to him. How is he... How am I... What did I do to you? I ruined your career. I ruined you. Nico-san will... He'll hate me. I know he will. How can I look at him again? I ruined everything. Stupid. If only I wasn't in such a rush trying to hide my hearts. It'd have been better if I...
Kobayashi-kun? Kobayashi-kun?
Something heavy falls on my shoulder, making me jump back with wide open eyes. Only then do I realize that all eyes are on me. At some point, the conversation has ended.
Kobayashi-kun, it's alright. You're having a panic attack again. Remember what I taught you. Focus on your breathing. 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out.
I tried doing as I'm asked. Remembering all the times I had been calmed down over the years. I never been good at calming down. Even when I've had help. getting my mind to stop running. But Nico-san, he knew how.
Jun-san, are you alright? He'll be fine. He's a little overwhelmed right now and needs to calm down. Nurse, could you help me? Nurse, could you help me here? Take Kobayashi-kun someplace quiet until he can calm down.
The bear calls one of the nearby nurses. I'm quickly whisked away, leaving Akiyoshi-san and Nico-san looking at me with wide eyes the entire time until we leave the corridor.
Kobayashi-kun, are you feeling well? Kobayashi-kun, are you feeling well? If you're having another episode, then...
I'm fine, Kamiki-san. The news was really shocking. You don't have to worry about me.
I see. If you feel anything, don't hesitate to let us know. We'll arrange a room for you as soon as possible.
Oh, that's the last thing I could ever want.
Hey, focus on me, okay? You're losing control of your breathing again. Come on. Slow, deep breaths.
Right.
An hour later.
My eyes hurt. I've been staring at the ceiling for... I don't even know how long anymore. Focusing on a single spot helps me a little when I need to calm down. Or at least I think it does. This was... the worst episode I've had in a long time. How much time has it even been? Maybe I should call up a nurse and ask. Is Kamiki-san even still on shift? Would it be okay for me to just head upstairs to Nico-san's room?
This is like the best boy route, but much worse. I swear to God, it's like every route is just something tragic. It's like, hey, can I hurt your feelings? My God, this is hurtful.
I haven't heard anything from them since I left.
Sorry. I was up almost all night finishing that video.
I haven't heard anything from them since I left. I hope his family isn't too worried about me after what happened. Who am I kidding? They have way more important things to worry about than me. God, seriously, how selfish can I be? Nico-san. I want to go see you. But
Jun-kun? There it is. Now we're back to normal. Not back to normal, but you mean back to where we were before. Jun-kun? Oh God. Why does this have to hurt so goddamn much?
I snapped myself away from my thoughts, looking back down from the ceiling.
You got here before us.
Before us? What are you guys doing here? What? We got a message from Aki-kun saying Nico had been in an accident and was here. Isn't that why you're here?
How come you got here so fast? Mizuguchi-san and I literally got here in less than 10 minutes.
Really? That was fast.
Yeah, we were already hanging out in town, so we just hopped on a taxi and got here.
A taxi?
Oh shit.
If you're feeling so bad, then you won't rush. Then you want to, or if you're feeling so bad that you want to rush home, then we should really grab a taxi.
No. I can walk. I want to walk. I don't need help.
Nico-san. Jun-kun.
Huh?
Are you alright? You zoned out completely just now. Actually, now that I notice, what happened to you? You're all scruffed and scratched out and your shirt is even torn around your elbow.
Hearing that, I reflexively reach for my arm again, this time managing to hold from wincing in pain when I touch the still stinging, fresh scratch from there. It's fine.
What happened to you?
It couldn't be. Were you and Nico together when... Huh?
God, I'm loving all these new June expressions. June is such a... I just want to hug him. No way. Are you alright? Did you get hurt too? Did you get checked out at all? Why aren't you in a room of your own? Easy there, Mizuguchi-san. Can't you see he's already overwhelmed as it is?
But...
Jun-kun, do you need anything? Can I get you something to drink? Case just... he's being so nice right now. Why is everybody just so nice? Now all I'm missing is Shuichi. And I feel like Shuichi either is A, probably still at home because his dad's like, you still gotta study, son. Or he probably is still salty about this whole thing. And I'd be very angry if that was the case. Because then I'd get very pissed off at Shuichi. Like, Sai and Keisuke are the homies right now.
I shake my head, trying desperately to fix my breathing. I can do this. I can stay strong. I can't let anyone see.
Jun-kun, please, take a second to breathe. You're hyperventilating.
What?
Here, let me help.
Keisuke-san kneels in front of me, looking up at my face with a smile.
Oh my god.
He reaches up, placing a hand on my chest. My eyes shoot open wide right away.
You gotta do this to me. Focus on my hand. Try to make it move up and down slowly with your chest. Take deep breath.
Stop it! Before I realize it, my body moves to push the hand away from me. Why did I picture Nico-san in my mind just now? Am I seeing things?
What's wrong?
I don't... Please. Please. Don't start talking like Nico-san, too.
I'm sorry. I should have touched you, or I shouldn't have touched you without permission.
I need to say something. I should tell them. I need to tell them. Why is my mind spinning so much? I feel like I'm going to be sick. I can't come up with words.
I'm sorry, like, I'm not sure if I'm being very petty for thinking about this, but with the Earth Vision song contest thing I did, one of the songs is titled "Never Be the Same," and it's like one of those things where it's like everything is changing, and it's like tragic. Things are being erased from the past, and things are never gonna be the same. It's like, oh, the song is like playing in my head right now, and it's like, I'm so. This is like the hardest hit update. I thought it'd be like, oh, Shuichi's is gonna be the one that makes me feel the most feels. Holy crap, June! You're such a sweet baby, and I want to just make you feel better. Please don't say that, Tendo. Please don't let that happen.
I can't come up with words. Even though my mind is going so fast, I can't say any of the words I think. Jun-kun, please, try to breathe. You're scaring me.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not going to run out of air. Just try to calm down.
Calm down? How am I supposed to calm down? Nico-san is... He's never going to play tennis again. He's going to have to go through surgery. And I'm the one who put him here. How can I calm down? How can I forgive myself? Should I go ask a nurse for help?
Maybe. They might...
No, please don't! I nearly jump out of my chair, grabbing Saya by her wrist. I can't deal with them right now. They might want to admit me again, and I can't. What's wrong? I'll be fine. I just... A second. Come on, Kobayashi. You can do this. You know how to do this. Just smile. That's all you're good for. Make yourself smile.
Are you sure?
You don't seem fine. Just shook up.
Yeah, I mean, it does make sense. Especially if you were there when it happened. But what happened? Mizuguchi-san, not now.
Right. My bad. I think I'm going to ask about Nico at the front desk. Stay with Jun-kun, okay?
Yeah, okay. Keisuke's like swinging in as the best side man for June right now. God, remember last episode with Keisuke's update where I was like, Keisuke and June deserve the best boy crown for that day? Congratulations, you get it again today. Tendo, I really feel like that is a very good argument, actually. It's like, my heart is like, I love Shuichi so much at the same time, it's like, June is just one of the
best fleshed out characters. It doesn't mean the other characters aren't well written either or fleshed out as much, but in terms of like the amount of like, I guess, personality and character development in him, and that in relation to his personality are just like, it's like an amazing package right now. Pretty sure June was originally supposed to be canon. Wait, June is canon. This is the June route. We're in the June update, pro gamer. Oh, sorry. I know what you're talking about, the Deckerlink interview when he was asked, like, oh, which one is canon? Yeah. I remember he was like, oh yeah, June's is supposed to be canon. And people were like, what, really? And then everybody was like so shocked about that because they thought Shuichi was such best boy. He was like, he kind of changed his mind. He's like, it should be Shuichi's. But I still think at heart it's June's. At least, I think in his heart, it's June's still. And I can absolutely support that. Even though it's like, it hurts my heart to see Shuichi be like that, be like this, it's still such a good route, and just, I don't know. There's good things in it. I'm not gonna say it's so good when right now we're having this happen, but, honestly, like, this is probably, like, my favorite visual novel. It was tough for me to find a favorite visual novel. And I was like, I guess I could go with, like, the Kamino with Dasher. Everybody loves that. Or even Echo or The Smoke Room. Ironically, one of the song I chose for my contest, that for my country, was titled Echo. And I actually had a vote for it, too. I think half of the people that voted were furries, so... Thanks, Echo! Okay, back to the seriousness. Sorry. Nia gets some levity while June has his hyperventilation. And to prevent me from absolutely crawling in the bed and just absolutely losing it. Saya-san walks out of sight, turning around the corner, occasionally looking up at the directional arrows hanging from the ceiling. It's hard to switch from June having his complete panic attack to Keisuke's, like, calming, keep everything calm voice. I'm gonna need some water for this. Hey, is it alright if I sit next to you? I nod. Right now, I'm trying my best to resist the urge to hug my knees and ignore everyone around me. Can relate. It feels like either Basket is Yuichi and a friend of his would be June, or he is June and the friend is you. Oh, and his friend is you. Sorry. I thought that was going to be a pun of, you are the friend, and you are Skeleton, and wrote this! Like that stupid welcome to fanfiction thing. Oh, God. Sorry. We gotta get back into this. I don't want to, like, completely derail this. This is a very important scene. I nod. Right now, I'm trying my best to resist the urge to hug my knees and ignore everyone around me. If I did that, I'd only seem even more suspicious. Are you feeling better? Your breathing's back to normal. I nod again, my eyes focusing straight down to my feet. At least you didn't get hurt too. That's already such a relief. Thank you. Of course. Keisuke-san is being so... warm. Please don't tell me there's gonna be a love triangle for June now, where, like, he's in love with both of them now, and Keisuke, like, starts, being a lot more friendly to him, and he's just, like, gets a bond from that, and then maybe a conflict with Nico happens where he's, like, still slightly internally angry about the whole thing. I'm just writing this for Basket right now.
He probably has it all written out, though, but it feels like this is something he would do just to make our lives even more miserable. Thank you. Oh, God.
I'm not used to seeing him be like this. It's nice.
Did you get the chance to talk to Mishimaya-san and Akiyoshi-san? Or were they already upstairs with Nico-san by the time you got here? Actually, no, never mind. That's a stupid question. If you were with Nico-san before then... June's gonna fucking lose it. Sorry. I'm running my mouth here. I'm running my mouth here.
I shake my head, swallowing loudly a few times, trying to give myself the courage to speak up. It helps. Thanks.
Does it? Every time I just get my throat clogged up, or not clogged. My throat, chokes up. Does it? You don't look like you're being helped much.
Am I being that obvious? God, that's no good. God, I need to hide it better. Sorry. I'm just a little out of it. A bit overwhelmed.
Is that it? I guess that would make sense. You have been through a lot today. I'm sorry for doubting you.
It's alright. You don't need to worry about me. We're here for Nico-san after all. Case-san gets the closest I could expect to an enthusiastic nod given the situation. Even though it's strained from concern, with the corner of his mouth twitching a little, his smile is gone, I can tell.
You're right. Thank you, Jun-san.
Of course. I mimicked the words he said earlier, trying my best to sound peppy when I say so. With where we are and what's happened, no one would suspect it, even if I can't do it perfectly. Now I'm feeling relieved because the situation is a good cover for me. God, that's messed up.
Hopefully they'll let us in so we can see Nico-san soon.
About that. They'll only talk to family. I should have spoken up about that before Saya-san left. God, sorry. I was still a bit...
Is that so? I guess that makes sense. And you have nothing to apologize for. You're still in shock.
Nothing to apologize for.
Didn't Nico-san's family let you go with them to see him? If you were already here when they arrived and all.
They did. I had a panic attack when...
When? Right. Sorry. I shouldn't be bombarding you with questions. Take your time, Jun-san.
Thank you. Thank you. It hurts. Why is it so difficult to keep this up all of a sudden? Well, I am supposed to be used to it already.
It's alright. If anything, they might just call on his family to let them know we're here. And Urata is going to be arriving soon, so that should be good too. Oh, God.
Please don't be a dick, Shuichi. Please don't be a dick. I am nervous when he finds out. Like, I am like, number one is like my number one nervous thing about that is Yuichi's reaction or Nico's reaction. The second thing I'm worried about probably would be his parents' reaction, of course. Well, we already saw that, but the second thing would probably be Shuichi's reaction and making sure he doesn't throw fists at June because of it. Anyway,
He is?
Yeah, we were messaging each other when Akiyoshi-san first let us know about what happened. He said he was only about 5 minutes behind us. We were messaging you too. Although I'm guessing you didn't have time to check your phone.
He's... Shuichi-san will... He...
Hey, what's wrong? Take a deep breath, okay? You don't need to be looking so worried. I'm sure Nico-san will be alright.
God, what a pain. Saya-san shows up around the corner, rubbing the back of her neck while dragging her feet.
Let me guess, only family is allowed inside?
If you knew about it, you could have saved me the trouble of going up to ask. I ended up arguing with the nurse.
Sounds like Saya to me. That's not good. This is a hospital, Mizuguchi-san. Please control your temper.
I know that. I just got frustrated.
Besides, it wasn't me who knew about it. Jun-san told me. They kept him from going inside for the same reason before.
Oh. Right. I'm sorry, Jun-kun. God, I shake my head, wearing a smile on my face. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I tried asking them to let Nico's family know we're here. The nurse told me they'd get back to us in a few minutes.
At least it's progress. One step closer to getting in, right?
Not fast enough. In the meantime, we don't have any idea what's going on. I'm scared. Not knowing anything scares me.
Excuse me? I know what you mean.
Of course. Of course they'd think like that. I should have said something about it sooner. Of course they'd worry. They don't know that he'll recover. They don't know anything. And I've been keeping quiet just because I don't want to deal with feeling guilty. God, that's awful of me. Nika-san will be fine. He's still unconscious, but they said he's not in danger. Well, really? Really? Is that true? Did you hear that from the doctors? Yeah. But before I had my panic attack, then they escorted me out until I... Oh, man, that's such a relief. I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'd do if... This is bad. I can't let them get so happy over it. Because the full news... It'd be bad of me to not tell them. I have to tell them. But Nico-san, he...
What is it? Is there more to it?
His...
Saya! Oh no, it's Shuichi. Saya! The whine of the hospital door sliding open is drowned right away by a loud voice shouting down the entrance, running our way in a hurry. This is hurting so goddamn much! Where's Shuichi? Good God, there he is. Shuichi-kun, you're finally here! Of course I'm here. The taxi got stuck in traffic 2 blocks away from here, so I had to get out and run. Is everything okay? What happened? Do you guys know anything yet? First of all, calm down. This is a hospital. You're not supposed to be running and screaming in here. Keisuke, the mediator of everything. Okay, this isn't time for...
No. Kei-kun is right. Please, calm down first. If you make a scene, you're going to disturb the staff and other patients. Shuichi-san groans angrily, shifting on his feet, crossing his arms and clicking his tongue.
Alright, fine. Just tell me what you've heard already.
The staff wouldn't tell us anything. His family are the ones who have to decide who to tell or not. But...
What? Then call them the fuck down here. We don't have to...
Calm down! Like I was saying, Jun-kun was inside for a little bit, so he filled us in on some of what happened. Shuichi-san looks down at me.
Oh god. Oh my god, this hurts. Somebody protect June.
Oh no. Shuichi-san looks down at me, his angry eyes suddenly staring so deep into me that it feels like they could drill a hole in my head.
Oh, he did? How come he was allowed inside and we're not? Urata, how many times do we have to tell you to calm down? Jun-san was with Nico-san when it happened. He's already shaken up from the accident. He doesn't need you yelling at him too. You saw what happened. Did you already tell them? No. He was in the middle of it when you arrived. What? Okay, then don't waste time. Tell me already. What the hell happened? What the hell happened? How come Nico ended up in the hospital?
Shuichi! I'm so... Shuichi, please forgive me.
That's... Shuichi, settle down. Jun-kun was telling us what the doctor said. There's no need to get into this to get into the accident. You'll just...
Screw that. This and that aren't the same thing. He can tell us about Nico's state and the accident just fine.
Shuichi, please, we don't understand. That's the biggest flaw I have in him, is that he'll just be very emotionally unaware of these things. Or emotionally inconsiderate, I guess.
In some ways, you know what I mean. Like, you could be still inconsiderate, but still be, like, loving and respecting to people, but not be able to properly assess some things or properly know to do the right thing, I guess. You know what I mean.
Shuichi definitely doesn't have the crown today for me, let's just say that. Keisuke and June.
Okay, Shuichi!
The car, it's... I was... Nico-san, he...
Hey, Jun-san, calm down. Hey, Jun-san, calm down. We already said that there's no need to...
It was my fault!
Oh my god, this is horrible. Don't kick his butt, Shuichi.
Without pausing to come up with my words, I blurted out what I've been thinking this entire time. The little bump in my chest pursed happily, whispering in my head words that I can only hear, that only I can think.
Yes, that's right. It was your fault. If you weren't there, Nico-san wouldn't have gotten hurt.
My friends, they all stare at me with wide open eyes. I could just about hear.
Oh, think that was my dog barking or something.
I can just about hear the thoughts racing in their heads. They probably have no idea what I mean. They probably don't want to believe me. But it's true. There's no point in refusing to believe it.
Okay, just what is that supposed to mean?
There was a car, and I didn't see the red light. Nico-san, he pushed. Before I realized it, I grabbed the collar. I'm grabbed by the collar of my shirt and pulled up by my feet. No!
Stop it, Shuichi! Stop it! You don't deserve to be second best boy anymore! Jun needs to take your spot. Screw it, Yuichi switches spots with you. Your medal has been revoked. No! 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 Are you serious? No! Shuichi! Shuichi!
Saya-san cries out, but I soon and spun around and slammed against the nearby wall, knocking the wind out of me. Shuichi-san wasn't gentle with me in the slightest. Instead, he stares at me with bared fangs, looking angrier than I've ever seen. Yet, I don't feel scared. I actually don't feel much at all.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? Huh? Urata, what are you doing? Let him... Shut up!
I can barely see the other two,
Sorry, he's completely flat. My bad.
I can barely see the other two from behind Shuichi-san. They seem completely shocked, frozen in place.
This is like one of the best drawings of Shuichi. Not of Shuichi. This is horrible of him. In what's happening, but this is one of Jun's best drawn faces. I would say, like the best drawing of Jun so far. Like he just looks so perfect, but at the same time, just so hurt.
Like frozen in place.
Okay, what the hell was that supposed to mean, Kobayashi? Are you telling me you're the one who was going to get hit? Are you fucking telling me Nico was run over because he had to push you out of the way?
Even though my brain is racing with a clarity that I've never felt before, all words seem to get stuck in my throat. This is a scary feeling. But even so, I'm still not scared.
Not going to say anything? That's as good as agreeing. You piece of shit, this is all your fucking fault! What? Shuichi! Oh my god! Oh dear god! And he looks so big compared to him. He looks... Don't be such a bully, Shuichi! Keisuke, oh my god. Why does everybody look so well drawn, but at the same time it's such a tragic scene? Ah!
As if the strings holding him in place were suddenly cut, Saya-san and Keisuke-san run up to us, grabbing Shuichi-san and trying as hard as they can to pull him away.
I thought he was grabbing him by the collar. Sorry, that's such a stupid thing to talk about.
But he doesn't move an inch.
Urata, stop it! You're going to hurt him! Like I fucking care! This is your fault! Nico getting hurt! All of it!
Shuichi, stop! I hear a few screams of confusion behind us. Probably the other people in the waiting room calling for the staff. This place is going to turn into chaos now.
Do I make an America joke right now? No, I don't.
Is this my fault too? Am I going to mess things up wherever I go?
You. Why the hell did you have to show up? You! Nico was. He'd have been fine if you weren't there. We'd have been fine.
Sae-san gasps, suddenly trying to pull even harder. But even with those two trying their best, Shuichi-san seems to be so strong that they have no chance. And neither do I. I try squirming away, but my body is so tightly pinned against the wall that I won't budge at all. So I decide to just give in. What's the point anyway?
If I... This isn't fair. This isn't fair. I've been here this entire time. I've been with him this entire time. What gives you the right to just walk in and take him away from me? Shuichi, stop! Not now. You're I said shut up! Why? Why the hell did he have to latch onto you so goddamn hard? I've been with him this whole time. I've loved him this whole time. So why is it that you got him?
I knew it. Shuichi-san. You fell for him too.
I probably wouldn't have been able to get up if I didn't move right now. This is awful. I am so frustrated at him. I am absolutely infuriated at Shuichi right now. This is horrible. And the sad part is, next month will be Shuichi's update. And I don't know how well that's gonna be reception-wise.
Shuichi-san, you fell for him too.
This isn't fair. First, you steal him away from me, and now you fucking break him. Go to hell, I swear to God, I'll fucking... Hell. Oh God, this hurts. I'm so glad he didn't hurt him.
Shuichi-san starts to shake, his grip on me getting looser and looser. His whole body hunches forward, his voice breaking more and more. Before I notice it, he rests his forehead on my shoulder.
What? That's not fair. I was here first. So, why? Why does he even look at you? Or why does he look at you with those eyes? Why? Why won't he look at me like that? Even though you're hurting him. Why was it you instead of me?
Shuichi-san's entire body goes limp. All the anger and aggression disappears in a storm of tears.
June, I'm sorry. I'm so fucking sorry, June. This isn't fair. I'm not being fair. Rata.
Keisuke-san voice echoes behind Shuichi-san, confused and worried. Their grips on Shuichi-san go slack just as well, staring at the crying husky with worry.
I'm sorry, June. I've been so unfair to you. I was so jealous and afraid. I didn't want to lose him to anyone. But then you came in and oh God, I've been terrible to you. Being terrible to you. I'm such a bad friend. I've been such a bad friend to you, June. I've said such horrible things to you, but God, I can't. I can't be this person. It's not your fault. I know that. I wanted so bad to blame you. Shuichi sobs loudly, completely breaking down on my chest. It hurts. Please, stop it. I don't want you to hear you say. I don't want to hear you say these things anymore. Just say it's my fault. This is the. I can see why this is canon. Just tell me I'm in the wrong. I have no business being here, so don't. June, please. Please forgive me. Forgive me, June. I know it's not your fault. If Nico chose to push you away, then please, don't. I can't take it. Not this. Rata. Rata, you.
Oh, Shuichi-kun. There are voices and murmurs beyond this. Sounds of footsteps, too. Did they call security? God, crap. Why am I crying now? I couldn't cry before, so why now? Don't be so nice to me. Please don't be nice to me. Don't say these kinds of things to me. If you do, then I can't pretend that I'm alright anymore. I don't want to cry in front of everyone. I can't let them know. Stop it. Why won't the tears stop?
Yeah. Well, I think it's, now that I look at it after this scene, it's more of an, not an insensitivity, but more of a, kind of, I'm trying to explain it because, like, Amicus has the same thing, like, kind of that brashness in a sense, like that, you know, could be very brash and quick to jump to certain emotions and feelings towards people or towards others. Yeah. Coincidence, they both have similarly kind of gray fur. Anyway, but yeah, it's like he really cares for Nico, and it's just, yeah, it's like at first you get angry at him, and rightfully so, but it's all for that reason. It's all for a good cause, even though it's not right to do. It's for a good cause. Urata, I think they've called security. It'd be better if we waited outside until you, But what about Nico? Jun-san told me a little bit about his state. I can fill you in outside. Particularly a mile away from Jun, so you don't run back and chase him again. So please, let's not make this any more of a scene, okay?
Shuichi-san nods, sniffling one more time. He pulls away from me, turning around to face Keisuke-san in the little crowd that formed because of this whole scene.
Are these new sprites for Shuichi? The crying one is. All these have been new all these have been used so far. Like, they've all been there so far. The only new things for Shuichi have been the CG with him and everybody. Yeah, I think I actually like Shuichi better now that I've seen him vulnerable. I get that. For me, I still feel the anger towards him. Like, I still need to let it calm down and, let it dissipate because it was so brash and, like, rushed and almost potentially very harmful to June. So it's like, and the things he said too, it's like, that initial feeling of that and all that, just, his initial thoughts on that, still I have anger for, but at least what he said at the end redeems that for me to, like, eventually feel better about him. I'm gonna still want some time to, forgive him and let him, if he was a real person, I'm talking about it like as if he's real, like, still go through, let things still kind of simmer out and get through, but, just need to get some time away and start up again. Yeah, you can see how much he put into this game. Like, so much effort.
He pulls away from me, turning around to face Keisuke-san in the little crowd that formed because of this whole scene.
I'm sorry for disturbing. I'll go calm down outside.
Just like I thought. There are already a few security guards standing just a few steps away, like they just arrived. Keisuke-san places a hand on Shuichi-san's back, gently leading him to the door.
Crazy thing when you think about Keisuke's feelings towards Shuichi. June likes Nico. June likes Nico, but Shuichi also likes Nico, so you got kind of the triangle. But then you got Keisuke, who also likes Shuichi. But what if June starts getting feelings for Keisuke because of how nice he is? It would turn into a love diamond. My God.
The crowd disperses little by little, but not before the guards shoot us a couple last wary looks.
Oh, that's... Are you alright? Shuichi didn't hurt you, did he? If he did, he would not be alive because of you, Saya.
I wipe my tears off on the cuff of my shirt. Or technically you wipe them off on, whatever. I wipe my tears on the cuff of my shirt, shaking my head. I'm fine. Saya-san puts a hand on my shoulder, leading me back to my previous seat and sitting right next to me.
I'm so sorry about that. Shuichi, he...
I suspected that. Huh? That he had feelings for Nico-san. I could kinda tell.
June is like the love master secretly, but everybody thinks he's just clueless. Harem words. Oh my god.
Yeah. He's been really good at hiding it for the most part. But today... Well, not just today, I guess. He's been acting pretty cold to you lately, too. That's okay. I'd have felt the same way if I were in his place.
I could imagine, like, on the Shuichi route, June just is, like, trying to hold up Shuichi, and it's like, he's, like, trying to grab him by the collar or whatever, and Shuichi's just like, okay. Just not even being, like, phased or moved. It's a bad thing to think about, but yeah, June would not be able to hold up a fight, sadly, and it's like, even though he doesn't want to be, like, taken care of like a baby at all costs, or be cared for at all costs, you know, we just want to be there for him when he will. Just to be there for him is the big thing.
I felt the same way if I were in this place. It's not like I haven't felt jealous of how close he is to Nico-san, too. But now really isn't the time for that. Nico-san, he took an arrow to his knee. Sorry, had to put that one in there.
Y'all can sue me.
He hurt his knee. His knee?
Wait. Nico hurt his knee? I chose the worst possible name for him. And his pet name is Knee in the Shuichi route. God damn it.
I nod, suddenly feeling a rush of courage coming out of nowhere.
Yes, really, Wolfstar.
Now that I'm all cried out, it feels just a little bit easier to say it. To accept it. He'll need surgery for his knee. The doctor said he won't be able to play tennis anymore. Saya-san's eyes slowly go wide. It probably takes a while for my words to sink in. I don't blame her. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it either. It's so cruel. Why did Nico-san of all people had to get hurt like that? It's not fair. Nico-kun, he... Are you serious? I nod. Now that all these feelings I'd been bottling came crashing down, my head feels so fuzzy. So full. It hurts. Like there's something pulsating on the back of my head. It hurts real bad. Nico. Oh no. You're taking this a lot better than I did. No, I'm really not. I just have to stay strong. Right now, there are a lot of people around me who need support. I can deal with them all. Or I could deal with all this later. Helping my friends is more important. Saya-san, how do you manage to be so strong? 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 Me? Oh, you've got to be joking. I'm not strong at all. You know, just good at compartment. Yeah. I'm not strong at all, you know. Just
good at compartmentalizing. Same here. I can guarantee you that I'll break down once it's safe for me to do so. After all, Nico-kun and I, we've planned on going pro together. We are going to travel to the US together and help each other through it. I can't even begin to tell you how devastated I am. Saya-san. His family must be taking it pretty hard. Right now, I'm really worried about Misaki-san. First her husband, and now her husband? Just then, those words flashed inside my mind again. He died in a car accident when I was 6. Didn't pay enough attention before crossing the street. He got hit by a car and... My eyes go wide. My chest hurts. I can't breathe. No. Nico-san. He told me. No way. No way. This is too much. This is too cruel. Why? Why did it have to happen again? Now with Nico-san. And it's all because of me. This is the same... Yeah, that's why I'm worried. For Misaki-san, this whole thing is probably her worst nightmare. Oh, but you start blaming yourself for it. It's not your fault. It's just a sad coincidence. Kind of scary, too. I'm shaking. I can't stop shaking. Seriously, I actually can't stop shaking. Partly because of meds, partly because of just this scene. Jun-kun, please don't take this badly. I'm not. I'm okay. No, you're not okay. What do you mean? I can tell. You're really good at pretending to be okay, but I can still tell. What? That's... Okay, I'm back. Okay, apologies for that, guys. My computer decided to shut down. And now we have to go all the way back to that part. Luckily, we have saved... Oh, this is case page. I'm like, where did June's page go? I'm like, it better not have deleted June's page. I'm like, we would have been fucking toast. Okay, okay, I'm on. Perfect. And let me see if the comments are working. Dirk, okay. Perfect. Everything's working now. Yeah, my computer is doing this weird thing where once in a while, or just occasionally, it will just it'll just shut down. And everything will turn off, and it'll just shut down and then restart. And I still can't tell why, even when I read the command lines. Or, it's really hard to read them, though, because they're like really small and they whip up so fast. So let's go back to the present part, and yeah, get there. Sadly, my recording will probably be corrupted because of this. That's the only frustrating part about this, is that for the recording, if something happens and the computer shuts down while recording, it won't properly save the video, so yeah, this was a pro gamer move on my part. Okay, so
We can only skip scene text. That's not the right button. Okay, so I'm gonna skip up to where we were. I guess not. Oh, wait. Wait, skip to the next section. Never mind. Are you serious? It didn't save. Sorry, I'm just gonna have to spam the enter button. Apologies again for these technical difficulties. That's just a thing on my channel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. In the meanwhile, I was just getting a granola bar because I was really hungry and I needed something to hold me over till dinner, which should be around now or just when I finish, basically. Keep going, keep going. So now I have to watch it all of it at 4 a.m. because I can't watch it later. I'm sorry, Pro Gamer. What do you do on your Discord server? It's more of just kind of casual hangout, people chat, just memes, various crap. That's also where I have the meme of the week. Here we go, Shuichi getting all pissed off again. Let's go through this and fast forward. Here we go, the anger commences again. The anger commences. It keeps happening. June is so shook by this. One of the things I do really like about Naira's art style, though, is how fluffy she makes everyone's mains. It's like she knows how to floof. Like, she has great floof shadowing. As for me, I suck at it. That, or I should probably go down to a thinner line. So, can you guys remind me where I stopped? Because we were still talking with Saya, and I just want to save here in case it happens again. Don't want to have to do this all over again. My potato is really bad. It's failing on me right now. Well, mine just failed on me right now live. Yeah, he's acting cold, blah, blah, blah. It's probably where he mentioned... So it's after we talk about the whole tennis thing. It's after the compartmentalizing part, Nico. Shuichi's like me sometimes. Relatable. Family must have taken it pretty hard. Her husband, we mentioned that. It's not a Dirk the Red Panda stream if there's no technical difficulties. Yeah, she just found out June was alright, but she knows June is trying to hide how she feels. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna get from... Yeah, what? That's not true. Wait. Okay, there we go. This is the line. Yep. This is the line. Okay, we're gonna save here because I'm paranoid now. Thank you, June Root, for making me paranoid. This is brought to you by technical difficulties from Apple. Apple, your computers are weird, but they do good art programs. Even though I don't want to use Premiere. Anyway, June-kun, please don't take this badly. I'm not. I'm okay. No, you're not okay. What do you mean? I can tell. You're really good at pretending to be okay, but I can still tell. Ren, you... Sorry, just had to acknowledge that.
What? That's not true. Don't feel bad. I'm usually pretty good at these things. It's hard to keep secrets like these from me. And I know you're struggling right now, and that's okay. But you don't have to pretend like you are okay. Or, like, you are okay. Saya-san. You know, even Nico-kun was beginning to realize it. Even though he's dense to a fault, I guess that's just because you guys have been spending so much time together lately. Whatever you're going through, you don't have to keep it to yourself the entire time. It's all right to need help. Everyone does every once in a while. Or wait. had a was it the AOL Windows or no, AOL Internet Explorer moment where it's just like anyway. Or so, do you seriously think these guys would be able to make it through a week without me around to give them support? But what about when you're the one who needs support? Oh, you don't need to worry. Unlike you, four anxious messes, I actually have more than one group of friends. I have other people I can lean on when things get too hard. So, really, don't feel bad, okay? These kinds of things... Well... I don't want to say that they happen, but it's not your fault, you know? Well, cope. Somehow. You'll have to you have to in order to keep going. It's not going to be easy, but we'll be around to support Nico-kun. Although, man, I really don't want to be one who tells the boys about it. Still, I feel like I have to. Saya-san, I'm so... Oh, don't apologize, silly. It's okay. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. I'm sure Nico-kun would say the same. Hell, he'd be so caring and attentive he's been so caring and attentive towards you lately. If anything, I feel like I should be the one thanking you instead.
There's still a day 27? The what? I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it to day 27. Either that, or I'll probably take like a dinner break, finish editing, or well, not editing, but posting on-screen links for that video I just did, and then maybe come back to this today. At the latest, I'd come back to it tomorrow. So, yeah. Kind of a weird timing.
But thanking me? Why? Because you might not realize it, but Nico-kun has been changing ever since he showed up. Every now and again, I can see a glimpse of the old Nico-kun again. Even though I had almost given up on him going back to his old self. And, well, it's thanks in large part to you. I don't know what it was that you did. Shuichi-kun and I have been trying so hard to help him over the past 3 years, but we just weren't getting through. But ever since you showed up, something inside of him has started changing. He's been trying his best. Little by little, he's getting involved with other people again. He's putting in genuine effort. It's not like he's just been fixed as if by magic, but just seeing him improving is more than I thought I could hope for. So, really, thank you. This might be a huge bump in the road, but I have faith we can get through it. That he can get through it. Saya-san, I don't know what to say. I don't feel like I deserve this. I've been selfish. I've been manipulative at times. Nico-kun is the one that's been helping me. He is the one that's been changing me ever since I met him. It's because of him that I started feeling a little bit more hopeful every day. So, I've done my best to try and keep him around me, even playing dump or putting on an act. Anything and everything I could do to not lose him. And yet, I still feel so happy hearing this. Why does it make me so relieved?
Seriously, you fours are a real emotional disaster. None of you guys know how to talk honestly about your feelings. It's no wonder you end up butting heads all the time.
Oh, sorry. But thanks.
Of course. Oh, there's Aki.
A familiar little dog walks around the corner.
Don't call him little, he's growing up to be big and strong like his bigger brother. Aki is maturing, dang it.
A familiar little dog walks around the corridor, his tiny steps echoing dryly around the room. There's a lot of reverb in here. I don't know why I suddenly thought of it, but it's all I can notice now.
Aki-kun!
Hey there, Sayane. Where are the others? A nurse came by the room to tell us you guys were here.
We had a bit of a problem. Shuichi-kun needed some time outside to cool off.
Oh, I see. Did Jun-san tell you guys already?
Bits and pieces, mostly. Shuichi kind of blew up before we could tell him anything. Kei-kun knows that Nico is unconscious and will recover, but I'm the only one who stuck around to hear about his knee. Yeah, I don't even know where to start.
Akiyoshi-san, he's handling this a lot better than I thought he would. I can't really tell what it is, but somehow he seems a bit older. He's definitely a lot more mature than I'd expect from someone his age.
Are there any news? Is there any news?
Not really. He's still unconscious. The doctor says he could wake up any time now.
Mom wanted a second opinion about his knee. They took some more exams and all because of it, but no luck. This is really it, huh? Yeah. This is really it. Nicky's career is over.
Hearing those words rolling off Aki-kun's mouth so plainly, it's almost more than I can take. I didn't even realize it, but I was still holding on to some hope this whole time. That this wasn't real. That there was another way. But real life isn't that nice.
The doctors will tell him once he's awake. For now, I was told to go home. Visiting hours are over for today. Oh, I see why there's a day 27. I thought it was going to be like, day 27, everything's back to normal. Well, not back to normal, but like, oh, a hospital visit for the second time or something. Like, you know. I thought it was going to be a more casual day 27. Nope. This is going to be emotional all the way through. For now, I was told to go home. Visiting hours are over for today.
Well, shoot, so we're not even going to be allowed in?
No, they're pretty strict about visitors in the inpatient ward. Only one family member is allowed to stay overnight. Everyone else has to go home.
I'm sorry. I know it's not what you guys wanted to hear. We need to come back tomorrow. They said he'll probably be awake by then, so... Oh. That's... a bummer. I guess I'll go tell the guys. Better do it now while they're outside. Less chance of Shuichi causing a scene. Akiyoshi-san? Yeah? There's something I haven't told you guys yet. I really think you should know. Wait, Junkun! If it's what I think it is, I shake my head, thinking as best as I can to stay calm. I can't keep running away from it. Even if they end up hating me for it, I need to tell the truth. They deserve to know. The accident. I was feeling sick. I tried rushing home from the station. I didn't notice a red light. Nico-san pushed me out of the way of the car. That's why he... There. I finally managed to say it properly. It might not be the whole truth, but they don't need to know the specifics about my condition. But it's enough. Akiyoshi-san stares at me in silence. His eyes so wide that it looks like they might bulge out of his head any second now. Saya-san looks away, fidgeting on her spot and biting her lip. Even if she talked about it not being my fault, it must hurt a lot to hear it said again. After all, how could it not? Oh man, I don't know what to say. I know it's my fault, and I understand if you all end up hating me. I broke Nico-san. Akiyoshi-san shakes his head. He puts a hand on his chest, closing his eyes and taking a deep breath. I don't think so. And I don't think a Nicky would think that either. But if anything, I think he'd prefer this over you getting hurt. It's just sad. It'll probably be harder for Mom. I don't think she'd get mad either, but I can't really tell with all that's happened. Yeah, I'm worried about Misaki-san too. At least, thank you for telling us the truth. It can't have been easy. How can you be so forgiving? All of you. I don't know. I do feel bitter. It's not like that feeling isn't there. But Aniki has always helped me, even when I was an annoying brat. It's my turn to help him now. I don't have time to sulk. Akiyoshi-san, you're so mature. Scarily mature. What kind of childhood did you have to grow up so fast? Well, that's that, I guess. We should probably get going. Need to at least tell the guys before we go. Plus, I want to take Aki-kun home too. Oh, thank you, Sayani. You're welcome to come with us, Jun-kun. I think I need some time to think right now. I'll probably head home alone. Are you sure? The hospital is kind of far from your neighborhood. Yeah. I'll get a taxi. I'll probably need to tell my parents about what happened when I get home anyway. I'll just talk to the nurses real quick to see if there's anything I need to do about these scratches on my elbow. This will be a difficult one to explain. I'm just glad I managed to tell the hospital staff not to call them. If they were here, this whole thing would have been 10 times worse. Oh. Okay. Okay then. Just be careful, alright? Of course. Good night, Jun-kun. Night, Jun-san. I waved them goodbye, silently watching the two whack out the door. Now, I should probably check in with Akagi-san before I leave. I walk up to the nurse's station, meeting one of the familiar faces sitting behind it, the head nurse that handles everything in the front station. A different nurse than the one that led us to Nico-san's room earlier. Good evening, Hoshikawa-san. Kobayashi-kun, good evening. Is everything alright? Visitation hours are over, so I'm afraid you won't be able to check in with your friend. No, it's not that. Is Kimura-san still in? I wasn't fully honest earlier. Back before the accident happened, my heart, it happened again. Her face stiffens up right away. The gazelle, Hoshikawa-san, stares at me blankly for a couple seconds before picking up the phone. I'll page Akagi-san to check up on you. In the meantime, I'll call Kamiki-san and have her take you to an examination room. Okay. Do you think I'll be able to head home today still? Maybe not. That'll be up for the doctor to decide. I'm sorry, Kobayashi-kun. It's okay. You're just doing your job. And thanks for not calling my parents earlier, Hoshikawa-san. The gazelle bites her lip, nodding. Well, you are an adult. If you say you don't want to be told, I can't do anything about it. I guess that's true. I'm escorted to a room by Kamiki-san. After a few minutes, Akagi-san, the polar bear doctor from earlier, comes downstairs to meet with me. I get a huge scolding for keeping my cardiac event from them until now, but after a few hours being held back for tests and further examinations, I'm cleared to get back home. Just a mild episode is what he said. That even hurts more when it's like, oh, just a mild one. It definitely didn't feel like one earlier. By the time I get home, my parents are already plenty worried about me. I guess I messed up by not checking my phone all day. Having to tell them about what happened was exhausting. I could only handle about 5 minutes of their coddling before I had enough and locked myself in my bedroom. My bed is just as soft as ever, but I don't feel even a little bit comforted laying in it now, even though it tended to always be my safe place. Nico-san, will you be able to forgive me? Is it okay for me to go see you tomorrow? I really hope you don't hate me. Ooh! What? Is this a dream? Wait. Might as well save in case this is like a mini game.
the mini game of sleeping. You lose, you never wake up.
I really hope you don't hate me. While I'm stuck thinking these things, all the day's exhaustion catches up to me at once.
Wait, what? Did I miss something? Okay, let me check my volume too, because I think my volume is kind of messed up. Alright, here we go. Reopening the program. I'm gonna go to the main menu. Probably because I quit the game, or that's probably because it just glitched out when it shut down. You should be able to get through this day in about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, good. No offense, but I just really want to play through this, but at the same time I'm like starving. Did we skip a couple of days? I'm not sure what's... Oh, I'm stupid. I'm very stupid. My headphones are turned off. I am a technical whiz. Oh, God. Okay. For some reason, I thought it was different Tennis Ace music. Back to normal.
Is it okay for me to go see you tomorrow? I really hope you don't hate me. While I'm stuck thinking these things, all the day's exhaustion catches up to me at once. Today's Saturday, June 24th. Almost there. Sweetie, is everything okay? It's a bit past 10 already. Aren't you supposed to be out already? Yeah, sorry. I'm coming out.
Not his first time. Hey! I'm gonna burn in hell. Carp! I didn't notice how much time passed while I tried to fix my fur in the morning.
I'm glad I have this spot right around one of my eyes. It makes it a bit easier to hide the fact that I haven't been sleeping very well.
Morning, Mom. Morning, Dad. Morning, Dad, who's way too obsessed with my friend. Oh, well, look who's finally decided to come out.
Mom is by the kitchen counter, pouring herself a cup of tea. She looks my way as soon as she hears my door, teasing me with a smile on her face. It took a little longer than I thought it would to get my fur under control.
Oh, it does look right about time to get you a trim. Maybe we'll schedule one for next week. Me thinking about what that implies. Is that just for the hair? Like just the hair trim? Or is it like a full body trim? I'm assuming it's like shaving where it's like you do the full body part yourself and then just the head hair part is like a barber. Maybe even the neck too is part of that. I don't know this world. You're so smart, Dirk, just like me. Thanks, Catherine. Yeah, the UI changes are something that Basket told me about after the last update or two. He said, like, yeah, for June, Shuichi, and if Keisuke or someone else gets a different perspective change, and they're the ones narrating, then the GUI stuff changes. Like, so for Shuichi, it would change to, like, dark blue. And I don't know who else would be there, but yeah. So, yeah, the program is back to normal. I just didn't have my headphones on. So, it does look right about time to get you a trim. Maybe we'll schedule one for next week.
Oh, did we really have to? It takes so long.
Oh, well, of course it does. We have fur covering our entire body. Just be glad you weren't born a sphinx.
It sure would beat having to get naked for a stranger just to have my fur trimmed.
I was right, and I am very concerned. How does Nico get trimmed then, if he's so, body shy? Does he just do it on his own, or just ask his brother or his mom or somebody to do it? Maybe he does it himself and just maybe doesn't do the best job. I don't know what the big deal is.
I noticed Dad sitting by the kotatsu, reading a newspaper. He speaks without even bothering to look up at me. It really makes me wonder why they even make physical newspapers nowadays. That'd be easy for you to say. You don't care about being nude. And by the way, thanks for at least bothering to put on some clothes this morning.
Oh dear God. I have to head to work in a bit. It's the only reason why.
Really? You usually have Saturdays off. Isn't working for 7 days straight a little rough?
Welcome to working for a corporation. Yeah, well, tell that to the asshole who decided to ram a storefront with his truck. They have a bunch of officers redirecting traffic and whatnot, so I have to go in to cover for it.
Mom walks up to Dad, slapping him on the back of his head while sipping her tea.
She sips her teeth. Ouch, what was the big idea? Or what was the big idea?
A language, honey.
Sheesh, you'd think a guy would be allowed to curse in his own home.
Dad. This is hardly the first time. You should know better by now.
Pulls out the swear jar. Are you really going to head to the hospital again, sweetie? Hey, June, sweetie. What are you doing? I'm drawing a map. Those are just Shuichi's eyes. I'm not gonna finish that one. So, are you really going to head to the hospital again, sweetie? You haven't been allowed in to see him even once so far.
Yeah, I know. But you never know. Today might be different. Dad snorts, shaking his head. And probably by the fact that this day has been recorded in Tennessee's and is day 27, it probably means it is.
You know, but you never know. Huh, that's a doozy.
You know what I meant.
Little June bug. Aw. Yeah. Either way, this whole thing is a bit messed up if you ask me. It's just cruel of him to not let you in.
Well, it's not like that. Truth be told, I've been going to the hospital every day to try and see Nico-kun, but... When I got to the hospital the morning after the accident, I found his family in the waiting room. Akiyoshi-kun was pacing around with a really annoyed look on their face. Like, congrats on being non-binary. While his mother tried to calm him down. Hi, morning.
Ah, Kobayashi-kun. Good morning. It's quite early.
Yeah, I wanted to come by as soon as visitation hours started. Good luck with that.
Honey, none of that. Oh, he's going through his angry teenager phase. Oh, this is gonna be good. That or he's going through like the anger and denial. So the 7 stages of grief, probably.
Is something the matter?
Nico woke up a little after Aki left last night. He's mostly fine. He was talking and responsive for a while, but when he got the news, he agreed to the surgery, but he asked to be left alone. He kicked Mom out of his room in the middle of the night.
What?
Yes, well, I can understand that. He needs time to process it. Still, he's not allowing any visitors right now, so I'm afraid you might not be able to see him just yet.
Oh.
Yeah, the following Saturday, so yeah, it's a few days. Some of the tennis ace days will have gaps in between the consecutive days, like day 1 and day 2 might be like 4 days apart or something like that, or 2. Yeah. It's whatever's like a specific, like, it's whenever an event happens normally is what counts as a day. It's not like Password where it's like day 1 through 31 are like, that's actually what happens every day. Anyway. Oh. Flashback.
You could try storming into his room and demanding he talk to you.
Must not make police officer joke. Because his dad's a police officer. Atsushi!
What? It's what I do. It's what I'm commanded to do. It's my job.
Oh, don't give your son bad advice. He'd only get kecked out, or kecked. What's your keck? I got kecked. Don't give your son bad advice. He'd only get kicked out of the hospital.
Aw, that was almost sounding like a good idea for a second there.
Burst through the window in a catapult.
Hey Nico, what's up?
Just make sure you eat something before you leave. Unlike me before the stream. I don't need you fainting on the streets. Take one of these, June. You'll need it.
I won't faint just because I skipped breakfast. Not that I was planning to, anyway.
Oh, are you sure? Oh, you're so frail, and with your condition, I just worry.
I'm not an invalid. Mom sighs, hanging her head and raising a hand to make a gesture for me to pipe down.
Oh, okay. Point taken. Just take care of yourself.
I take plenty good care of myself. I can't control when it flares up. Besides, my condition has nothing to do with my stomach.
Food is still important, kid. If you're running on fumes, you won't get anything done.
I look down at my stomach, grabbing it for a second and feeling my belly squish under my fingers. Pretty sure I could afford to skip a few meals. Going to the kitchen counter, I grab a slice of toast that had already been laid out for me by my mom. Same as every morning. I take a seat by the kotatsu, other way around. If it were up to me, I'd go to the hospital while I eat, but Mom always insists I sit down to eat with them.
God, family, right? Having to sit down and eat with family? Ironically, I was gonna do that actually in like 15-ish minutes when I finish this. I told them I probably will be done around 7, but to start without me if I go further than that. But yeah. It's gonna just be like this. Lots of quirky moments. I guess that's all of us. We have all let ourselves go a little bit over the years.
Not me. I've always been in shape.
Pokes his stomach.
Ball shape, you mean?
Oh, sick burn! Oh god.
Hey!
Sweetie, don't make fun of your father. Although it's true.
I don't get your two's obsession with always looking nice.
I've always been a little bit on the chubbier side, and I'm happy like this. He loves that bear body type. Well, I guess tiger body type, because he's a tiger, but you know what I mean. He loves the chub. He loves the... that stuff. But yeah.
It's not like I'm unhappy. I just miss being able to play soccer.
Kid, it's not your shape that keeps you from playing soccer. Ow! Holy shit! She's absolutely getting turned on.
Mom reaches out around the table, grabbing Dad by the ear and twisting it. Be nice to your son.
Ow, 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 ow! I got it! I didn't mean to be like that.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I didn't stop playing soccer because I got in this shape. I got in this shape because I stopped playing soccer.
This will probably be me when I stop playing volleyball. I didn't get out of shape because... Or, I didn't stop playing volleyball because I got out of shape. It's because I got in this shape because I stopped playing volleyball. I look at my stomach and go, yeah, I'm pretty out of shape now. At least stamina-wise. We can always find something else for you to do to stay active. I'm sure your doctor could recommend some kind of class that we might sign you up for.
No, thanks. I already have my hands full as is. I don't think I have time for that. Besides, my medical bills are already super high. We don't need to add something else on top of it.
Are you sure? It won't be a problem.
Yeah, you say that, but... I'm sure. Keeping on top of my studies and focusing on the piano is already pretty difficult. Keeping on top of my studies and focusing on the piano is already pretty difficult. This school is much stricter than my previous one, too. Mom and Dad share a look with each other, raising a couple of eyebrows.
We could try putting you in cram school.
Stop! No more extracurriculars! I just said I have enough on my plate! Seriously, stop trying to spend your money!
This is the opposite of my parents. I love how like June's parents are like, we spent a ton of money on medical bills and all that, but we're still wanting you to go out and like do these activities and sign up for things and yeah, pay money for that. And June's like, no, stop! Me, it's like, maybe I could buy one thing? No, we gotta be frugal here in this house. Like, I'm sure we're pretty comfortable right now at this moment. Well, maybe not right now. Probably shouldn't have said that now, because what's happening right now? But yeah. Seriously, I was about to say that in the mom's voice.
Seriously, stop trying to spend your money! There, I finished eating. May I be excused now?
What? Are you just going to eat and run? Oh, seriously, don't do this. I did this and biked, and I threw up because of it, and it was bad. Yeah, there was one time where I biked and it was hot out, and I'd just eaten 20 minutes before, and I was really in the mood to bike. I got halfway through the bike ride and just went into a bush, and it was not pleasant.
Pretty much. I'm already late. I already have my phone and wallet on my pockets, so all I need to do is grab my keys from the front door. Bye-bye. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day.
See ya, kid. Make sure to text us if anything happens. And try not to stress Mishimaya-san out.
I will. And I won't. Bye!
Oh, how cheeky.
I take a deep breath as soon as I close the door behind me. It's getting harder and harder to keep up this routine every day. But I know I can't let them start worrying about me again, or else it will never stop. especially now.
Sorry?
Just put on a happy face. Take deep breaths. I start the short walk to the nearest taxi stand, getting on a car to the hospital.
Gets on the car.
Sorry. As soon as I walk past the doors, I feel a little bit of chill. A little bit of a chill. Not just because of the air conditioning, which I'll admit is really, really nice. Especially because these clothes I'm wearing. But because I hate this place. Having to come here every day this past week when I already spend way more time than I like in here is starting to get to me. Nico-san, can't you just go home already? I really don't like having to come here.
Uh-oh. Coincidence. Shuichi, calm the fuck down.
Looking around the waiting room, I see 3 familiar faces sitting together at a far corner of the room. For the past week, I've tensed up up a little every time I see Shuichi-san, but things have been okay for the most part.
I would too. When someone half a foot taller than... yeah, I would say he's about half a foot taller than... Is he? I forgot what the canonical heights were for each character. I know Shuichi's about 6'3", 6'4". So he's at least half a foot taller than June. Imagine somebody half a foot taller than you just slamming you against the wall.
Yeah. Awkward, but okay. Morning.
Good morning, June-san. It's hard to get back to his voice after doing June's voice. Good morning, June-san.
One random thing I've noticed the past week is that Keisuke-san seems to have switched to calling me June-san on a permanent basis. Before, he would sometimes let it slip, but call me by my last name most of the time. It's kinda nice.
Morning. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Didn't get much sleep.
Yikes. Sleepless nights are the worst. Am I right, fellas? Am I right? Just had one last night.
Right?
So long as you're feeling okay, that should be good enough, right?
Yeah, totally.
The awkward silence.
I don't know where to go with this. So, any news on Nico-san? Is his family in the room by any chance?
Not really. They actually haven't arrived yet. Nico-san is still refusing any visitors.
Really? I was hoping...
I can't be easy for him. Wink, wink. It can't be easy for him. Give him some time. It's not like we're asking for much. We just want to talk to him and see how he. It's not like we're asking for much. We just want to talk to him and see how he is. He can't even walk right now. How do you think he is? Right. That's a good point.
I'm surprised his family isn't here yet. Hasn't Misaki-san been spending the night every day?
She has. Well, but Aki-kun has also been insisting she go home since she's so exhausted. It's not surprising that she finally caved. It's a good thing, too. She seemed like she's been running a little ragged for the past couple days.
Given the situation, can you blame her?
It's not like I said it was the reason. It's not like I said it was the reason. Okay, June is 5'9", Shuichi is 6'4".
looked it up. I don't even know where that site would be or whatever source that is. Wait, what? Oh, okay, that's the same person. He corrected himself. Okay, I was like 5'11". Like, June was shorter than that. I remember. If that was the case, I'd feel short compared to him. Yeah, June's my height, 5'9". Average height kings, and Shuichi, 6'4". Me wanting a 6'4" boyfriend. But I'm fine with whoever. It's the personality that counts the most. Oh, Case 5'10". Yeah, Yuichi's the one I knew was 6 flat. Because you gotta be the main character. Everything's gotta be perfectly balanced about you. Just as all things should be. 3 a.m. and going strong here. 5 a.m. here. You guys are ridiculous. Stop. Get some rest if you need to. Like, I don't want to keep you guys waiting. This stream will still be here after I finish. Oh, there's a wiki. Oh, you found it on the wiki. Okay. Forgot about that. Didn't know they updated it. Because last time I checked, it wasn't that updated. So, Saya-san gives a Saya-san patented gentle pat on the back. I wonder if they'll even come today at all. Maybe they just gave up on being allowed in. Hardly. It's hard to switch voices. Hardly. Oh, Misaki-san would probably be clinging to his bed frame even now if she could. I doubt Aki-kun is too happy about it either. He's probably just making sure his mom actually gets some sleep before she's allowed to come back. Does anyone else find it a bit strange that he's the one much plain parent here? I don't think... wait. June's voice. Oh, almost broke character, guys. I don't think this is the time to be mentioning that. But I do think the same. Misaki-san can be pretty. Just no context tennis ace. Misaki-san can be pretty. Yuichi's mom has got it going on. I sent that Stacy's mom video to the basket just because I made a parody about it with Shuichi's mom. And he was like, I don't like that type of music. And I'm like, shoot. Good parody, though. Misaki-san can be pretty intense when it's something she cares about. I feel a cold shiver running all the way down my spine just hearing that. Is that true? How intense are we talking about? Asking for a friend? Quite a bit. I'm not sure how to answer you here. Why do you ask? I haven't told her yet about the accident. I told Aki-kun, but he assured me he wouldn't tell her until I was ready to. What, you didn't tell her? It goes without saying, but Saya-san told the guys about the details of the accident I'd left out. She thought it would be better for Shuichi-san to be told as far away from me as possible, just so there would be no risk for another explosion. But from what she told me, he was really, really sorry when he heard it happen because I was trying to rush home from being sick. Especially because, since he took a peek at my records when I first transferred in... Shuichi be like... Potential love interest, let me stalk this man. Oh, yeah, potential love rival, let me stalk this man. Shuichi is a yandere. And this is secretly yandere dev the whole time. Yandere dev has actually been completed this whole time. I'm sorry. That was too horrible of me to say. Especially because, since he took a peek at my records when I first transferred in, he let me know long ago that he knows about my condition. It makes me feel a tiny little bit guilty to have him know and feel bad about that when no one else does.
Which means Misaki-san is the only person to not know yet. It never looked like a good time.
And you thought waiting until she was properly rested so she could strangle you better would be a good time. Smart. Don't say that. You know Misaki-san well. She's not that kind of person.
I don't know. I wouldn't put it past an angry mother to lash out over her son being hurt.
Again, she is not that kind of person.
Thank you for the support, Shuichi-san.
A first and forever. Yeah, of course. Who else here is waiting for the polyamorous relationship to happen as the ending? This does make me wonder. Should we form a perimeter around Kobayashi before he tells her or anything? I am not going to repeat myself for the third time. She is not that kind of person.
You just repeated yourself there.
Dude, whose side are you on?
No one's, I swear. It feels weird. We've been slowly going back to normal, having more lighthearted conversations and joking around again. I missed the laughter and the fun atmosphere, but a part of me still feels guilty. How could we be laughing and playing around like this when Nico-san is still in this state? But at the same time, I know this is something we need. If there's one thing I learned from my time in therapy is that people need distractions to keep them going through tough times. So it's not like I don't understand. But I still feel guilty.
Oh gosh, the sun is coming up. You know that's how I felt last night when I was editing my video. I was like, oh crap, the sun just came up. I finished at like 6 a.m. And then they all screwed the end. Probably for my prior comment, but yeah.
In fact, I can pretty much tell that everyone thinks the same, even though they won't say it. They try their hardest, but their smiles aren't anywhere near as wide as normal. They still frown a bit, even when smiling. Their laughter is just a tiny bit forced. Not to flatter myself or anything, but I got really good at reading people from years observing them to try my best at fitting in and staying unnoticed.
Who can relate? It's like people think I'm terrible with like expressions or being able to like, express myself, I guess. But at the same time, it's like I see other people and think it's like it's hard for me to express that I understand what they're saying. So it's like I try and act like I know what they're saying or whatever, which I do. But it's like for some reason I just somehow come off in a way where they think I don't understand it genuinely don't understand it for some reason, and they're like, you like they're like, oh no, I meant it like this, or this is what I meant, or never mind. And it's like, I got it. I showed that I got it. I played along with it. Anyway,
I just don't know if it's something I should bring up at all.
It's okay, Jun-kun. We'll protect you. Speak for yourself. If anything happens, I'm getting out of the way as soon as possible.
But why?
Shuichi-kun! Don't look at me like that. I'm not braving the wrath of an enraged mother for anyone or anything.
Oh, gee, thanks.
You're very welcome.
Oh, that is so mean.
I call it survival of the fittest. Shuichi being the fittest of all of us right now with his frickin' abs. Wait, does he have abs? I don't know. I don't know my mans. What?
Saya-san reaches across from her seat, poking me in the belly a couple of times before I could swat her hand away. Hey, no touching! No touching!
I guess you have a point. I didn't mean that kind of fit.
Not appreciated.
Aw, I was just trying to lighten up the mood. What are you two, children? Oh, come on, Arushihara. You don't have to be so glum the whole time. I am not glum. Some people might not agree. Who says I care what they think? The odds of me believing you on that are 0. Piss off.
Shuichi-san chuckles, covering his mouth with his hand. Both him and Saya-san seem to be trying their best to improve the mood in the group. Now, I already expected that from Saya-san, but I really didn't think Shuichi-san would join in on it. In fact, I thought he would be the one most down right now. But maybe that's exactly why he's trying to be positive. Sometimes I wish I were a mind reader.
Okay, who said this day 27 was only 15 to 20 minutes? I'm like probably 25 minutes in now, and it still doesn't look like it's ending soon.
Although, it would probably only take me about 2 seconds to start abusing it. So many interesting memories to read.
Oh, I got through it pretty fast. Oh, because you read it. Okay. So it might take me another half hour, maybe.
Oh no, don't go there.
Is everything alright, Jun-kun?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
You were spacing out of nowhere. Doesn't he always do that?
True, but I don't know. I guess I'm just a bit on edge right now. I don't want him getting lost in bad thoughts. I promise I wasn't having bad thoughts.
You're over halfway through the day. Okay. Yeah, I just kind of need a checkpoint so I can make sure I can come down for dinner at a reasonable time. I gotta eat, man. In a sense. Okay, so long as you don't so long as you don't start getting depressed on us again.
Yeah. I guess hoping Saya-san would forget how I was last week was asking for too much. That was the first time I let the mask crack that much in front of her. Of course she'd be worried. I promise I'm alright. I was just wondering about something else.
Oh, what is it?
Games. That's a safe one. I'll run with that.
Games? Like... now? Kind of a weird time to be thinking about games, don't you think?
Really? I just thought that since we were waiting around until someone shows up that we can talk to, it'd be nice to have some games to pass the time. Oh, like that new RPG that released 2 weeks ago. Trailblazing Skies.
I have no clue what these parody titles are, because I don't know video games for my life.
That one looks really cool.
Hey, I've heard of that one. I was thinking of getting it, but my backlog is already way too big as is.
Must be nice having so many gaming systems. I have my old Ruby 1, plus the Raycast Nino-san lent me. But I don't really have any games for that other than the 2 he gave me with it. I mean, Sarakun had lent me his Ruby Slim portable when I was in the hospital, but I gave that back already.
You seem to get along borrowing stuff, or you seem to get by on borrowing stuff often. I could lend you some of my games for the Raycast if you like. I have quite a few. And most of them are RPGs that I have no time to get to yet. So feel free.
Trails in the sky.
Oh god.
I'm stupid.
Dirk, do you know a Nintendo?
I know what a Nintendo is.
No, I've played stuff like Wii, Xbox, PlayStation, stuff like that. It's just been ages, and I didn't play that many games because I was more so like outside playing sports and stuff. Like I was completely opposite of like being a video game type of kid, and now I'm playing visual novels for fun. The Raycast is the ultimate counsel for RPGs, after all.
God, dear God. Please don't tell me we're getting trapped into another 2-hour conversation about RPGs with you two. They happen at least 3 times a week as is. My brain can't take any more of it. Oof, now who's the one being glum? I will hit you. I will hit you.
Good. I managed to distract them away from that previous subject. The tried and tested strategies will never fail. Come on, Shuichi-san. We both like video games. So what's wrong with it?
My brain's all over the walls if you keep this up. That is what.
Oh, don't get that dark way too fast. Shuichi-san makes a mock gesture as if he put a gun to his own head and fired it.
Shuichi, don't kill yourself. Could you please not joke about that? We're in a hospital, you know. I can't even believe to describe how inappropriate it is. Oh, you're right. My bad.
You got scolded.
For God's sake, when did I become the den mother to 3 annoying children?
3? Am I an annoying child too?
Oh, well, I didn't mean. I guess.
Oh, I guess.
Wait, what the frick was that? Oh, I thought his, like, the regular sprite moved for some reason.
Oh, I guess I made him sweat a little by accident with my question. That's actually pretty funny.
Oh, it smells so good downstairs. I gotta keep going, though.
I rarely have the chance to poke fun back at them, especially without it being obvious. I think I'll run with it. What did I do? I was only talking about games with you before Shuichi-san interrupted us.
That's, you're right, but you see, when I said 3, I really actually meant... give it up, Arata. You're just fumbling at this point. Sorry, I really didn't mean to call you a child, Jun-san.
Oh, okay then.
The fact that you accept it so easily only makes me feel worse.
But that's half the fun. A bit mean, but definitely fun. It's good payback for how often they tease me while thinking I don't notice.
There they are, the parents.
Morning. My ears twitch to the sound of the hospital door opening, but since it happens pretty often, I don't really pay much attention at first.
Okay, I'm getting close to the last scene. Okay, perfect. You'll love it, by the way. Thanks, Pro Gamer. Sorry, the smell is like coming in more and more. It's like, I want food. Anyway, I still love this game, though. And I'm sure Basket loves food, too. I heard he's a good... Well, I'm like, what's that? It's a baker, right? Somebody who bakes stuff. They're a baker. Like, what were they called? Anyway.
Then, when I hear Akiyoshi-san's voice calling out to us, I quickly turn around to look in that direction. Good morning, Mishimaya-san. Akiyoshi-san. Oh, morning. How are you, Misaki-san? Did you get some rest? Are you feeling better? Oh, that is very kind of you to ask, Saya-chan. I'm feeling refreshed, yes. As soon as we got home, she passed out right away. Didn't even eat. I suppose I was a lot more worn out than I thought. That's really not good, ma'am. You should take better care of yourself.
You're one to talk.
What did I do?
Constantly skipping on food and sleep so you can practice the piano. Yeah, you're definitely one to talk.
Boo! It's not the same thing!
I'm like this too. June, I am that type of person.
And this isn't the time to be bringing that stuff up, so shush! Oh, I don't know why, but seeing you kids having fun like that makes me feel relieved somehow. We're not kids! Well, some of us aren't. I'll pretend I didn't hear that. No snapping at your friends. We'll be going to the front desk to ask about Nico-san. I'll let you know whatever they tell us.
Wait, do you want me to hold your bag for you, Misaki-san? I know you have it full of things for Nico-san, and you shouldn't be lugging around that much weight when you're tired.
I'm not an old lady, you know. Although I suppose it wouldn't hurt. Misaki-san and Akiyoshi-kun walk closer to us so she can hand him her purse.
Takes all the food out of it. Sweet, free stuff.
Oh, jeez. Hey, Aki. As soon as she does, Akiyoshi-kun leans towards me, whispering in my ear. Are you going to tell her anytime soon? If you wait too long, Nicky might end up telling her instead. I wasn't expecting to get asked that out of the blue like that. Akiyoshi-san, please have more tact. Soon. Today. Okay, just checking. Come on, Aki. I have a feeling your brother will finally let us in today. Oh, I really hope so.
Bye.
The two walk away, turning around the corridor and heading towards the nurse's station.
Do you suppose Nico-kun would really let us in today? Or will really let us in today? I mean, I don't know. I hope so. I try not to think about it anymore, really. I can't believe it's been over a week since the last time we've even talked to him.
Oh. The mood is taking again all of a... The mood is taking again all of a sudden. And things were going so well for a while, too. Is there anything I could do to help out? The do say mothers have some kind of motherly intuition. My guess is that Misaki-san is probably right.
You actually believe that mumbo jumbo?
What?
Nani?
Don't call it that. That's mean.
I'm sorry, but this pseudoscience-y stuff is all crap anyway. Keisuke looks at oh my god, I just don't want to spoil what happens. There's some password crossover. There's a password... I'm gonna spoil it, screw it. There's a password tennis ace crossover. And it's Keisuke, June, Haas from Password, and Orlando from Password. It's like that. It's Keisuke's talking about, it's oh, what kind of science do you have in your country? Assuming it's America, it's just science? We have people that do not care for science. That's totally a thing that would happen. Keisuke just looks at America. Nope, not going there. Anyway. Too far, man.
It's okay. I don't mind. I really believe things will start getting better today.
I suppose I do envy your optimism, at the very least. Wow, look at you trying to be nice all of a sudden. After being a colossal ass, that is. Oh, shut up. It wasn't my intention.
Optimism, huh? Fake it till you make it, I guess. Have to do my best to keep the spirits up.
Fake it till you make it. Which is the whole reason why I'm doing my math major. Because it's the only one that is relatively consistent at being a good job, I guess. Or it's the one that my parents looked at and went, yeah, that one definitely is going to make money. I definitely think you should do this, when it was kind of like something where I wasn't as, emphatic about it, I guess. Is the right term? Yeah. Sometimes you have your major where you're like, I'm kind of good at it, but it's like I'm just doing it so I can get a secure job, a well-paying job, and be able to afford stuff out here.
Anyway, have to do my best to keep the spirits up.
What? Aki!
Wait, Aki! Out of nowhere, Misaki-san's voice echoes loudly down the hall. I don't even realize what's happening when the others have already jumped out of their chairs and run to her. As soon as we turn the corridor, we only see what seems to be the blurred shape of a small dog running down the curve and towards the elevators.
Aki's Naruto running. Gotta see my big bro.
Misaki-san is frozen in place for a second before she tries running after too, along with a couple shocked nurses.
Yeah, Misaki is just like, oh, kids.
When we catch up to them, the elevator has already left our floor, with Misaki-san standing by the door breathing heavily.
What happened?
When the nurses said Nico had refused to see us again, he got really mad and ran without warning.
Oh no. I do not want to see him getting kicked out of the hospital.
I don't think they'd do that.
Hey, the second elevator just got here. We could take it upstairs to get to Akiyoshi-kun before they have to call security.
That is probably a good idea. Let go of me! We hear Akiyoshi-san's voice before we even see him. Once we get to the right floor, we rush down to the hall towards Nico-san's room. As soon as we get there, we see Akiyoshi-kun desperately holding onto the door frame of the room while a nurse tries to pull him away.
Please understand, your brother wants to be... I don't care! I want to see my brother! A Nicky! Aki!
Mishimaya-san calls out to him, only to be completely ignored. She rushes towards her son, with the four of us following behind her to try and help. We're not going to start dragging him away too, are we? I don't think I can do that to him.
He had to do it to him. Drags him away. There he is. All bruised and injured. And depressed.
When we get to the door to try and reach him, without even thinking about it, I look up. I hold my breath for a second as I realize the door is open, giving me a clear view of the inside. Nico-san! This whole chaotic sense blends into the background for me as soon as I see him, lying on the bed and looking out the window as if she can't even hear us. Or just doesn't want to. Whatever the reason is, he doesn't react at all to the communication.
This is so sad!
Nicky! Akiyoshi-san keeps calling out, but Nico-san doesn't seem to give him any attention whatsoever.
Akiyoshi, that's enough! Your brother needs space! You stop this right now!
Misaki-san reaches for his wrist, while he jerks his hand and tries to push her away, still struggling against the nurse. No, I want to be with him. Nicky, and Nichan. There he is. For the first time, Nico-san's ears twitch. He turns his head, looking at all of us standing in front of the open door. Raising his head, he speaks.
Oh, he's got a cast too.
Wow. The first time I've heard his voice in over a week.
Now I can finally go back to my regular voice doing Nico's part. It's okay. Aki can stay.
Everyone freezes. The nurse's grip loosens for just a second, and Akiyoshi-san takes that opportunity to get away from her, stepping inside the room. Nichan. Akiyoshi-san walks to the side of the bed while the rest of us watch in silence. Nico-san places his hand on top of Akiyoshi-san's head, running his fingers through it and messing all the fur up. Stop it, Nichan. Oh,
good grief. Please, Akiyoshi-kun can stay, but unless he gives his permission to have you in his room, the rest of you really need to go downstairs. Don't make another scene.
We won't. We're really sorry about this.
I'm the one who should be apologizing. I didn't keep a close enough eye on Akiyoshi. I didn't even know he was taking Nico's absence this badly. Those two really are a lot closer than they seem to be.
Even though Nico-san complains about him being in pain a lot.
Is that what having siblings is like? I kinda envy it. Having siblings can be really great.
The rest of us go back to the elevator, returning to the ground floor without hanging around too much longer. Even though it was short, I'm glad I got to see Nico-san again.
Way to cuck us, Basket. Basket, the master of cucking readers.
Mishimaya-san apologized profusely to the staff, hanging around the watching room with us until Akiyoshi-san would come downstairs. Although we still weren't allowed to visit him today, everyone else's moods were a lot better from just having seen him for a little while. That feeling of tension behind everyone's faces when they tried to smile went away for the most part.
It'd take 15 minutes. I didn't take into account the fact that you have to read at a normal speed. Don't worry about it, Pro Gamer. Like, don't apologize about that. Yeah, I totally get when it's like you're saying, like, 15 minutes, like, reading. No worries. Plus, usually I just ask, like, how far, like, scene-wise am I, just so I can bookmark it if I had to. Anyway.
That feeling of tension hiding behind everyone's faces when they try to smile went away for the most part. After a few more hours hanging around and waiting for any change, everyone left one by one a couple of hours before the sun would start to set. I did realize after I was already home that with everything that happened, I completely forgot to tell Misaki-san about the reason for the accident.
Uh-oh. That's what we're gonna be suspended on? I thought this was gonna be the reuniting of June and Nico, and it would be all happy at the end. Thanks, Basket. Way to pull my feelings. And I want to overwrite my save. Hey guys, you've reached the current end of the Shuichi content. Uh-oh. I hope you've enjoyed what you've managed to play so far. That's awkward. As you guys may or may not already know, all development in Tennis is possible thanks to all my amazing patrons and all other supporters who make it possible for me to dedicate the time to work on the game as well as commission the art for it. If you haven't already, and if you're able,
maybe you could consider help to support us too. Just click here and you'll be taken right away to the Patreon page. Wait. I thought it was glowing for some reason. I'm seeing things. I guess not. Once again, thank you all, and we'll see each other with the next demo. Well, that was an update. This is interesting. This is just making me look more and more forward to June's route every single time. Not in a way like, oh, this is happy that, he's entered. I mean, like, it's more of like, you want to see what's next. It's like cliffhanger-y. Like, his route is getting so interesting now. And, like, yeah, it's interesting, because, like, now it's like, he's kind of taking over for me compared to Shuichi in terms of, how good it is. But, I mean, Shuichi's is still good, in my opinion, in that, you're still developing into a better person. You're still figuring out his issues and your issues at the same time. And even cases like that is a solid third, but yeah, June's is just like, this is like the most in-depth story and just one of the most interesting ones of the three right now. But I really do look forward to playing Shuichi's next time that one comes out, so I'm trying to think. That was the one where he had the realization, though. Like, that was Nico's realization moment. And, yeah, besides that, I forgot what else. I'll have to figure it out. Anyway, at least this cliffhanger was not as bad as the last one. Yep, true that. Anyway, I gotta get going now because I smell dinner and I'm really hungry, and I'm probably keeping my parents waiting. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, take care, guys.